I destroyed my best friend's career before it even started, and she just asked me to give a speech at her wedding about how I've always been there for her. The guilt has been eating me alive for 10 years, but it's gotten worse since the engagement. Maya and I have been best friends since college, inseparable, the kind of friendship people envied. We graduated together, moved to the same city, supported each other through bad relationships and worse jobs. Everyone said we were like sisters, but I wasn't a good sister. I was a jealous, insecure mess who made a decision that altered the entire trajectory of her life. It happened right after graduation. We were both applying to the same prestigious marketing fellowship, a year-long program with a top firm that basically guaranteed you'd launch into a six-figure career. Only one person from our university would be selected. We'd promised each other that whoever got it, the other would celebrate without resentment. I meant that promise until I didn't get the call, and she did. Maya was ecstatic. She'd worked so hard, and she deserved it. I knew that intellectually, but emotionally, I was drowning in bitterness. I'd had better grades, more internship experience, stronger references. The only thing Maya had that I didn't was natural charisma. She lit up every room she walked into, made people feel seen and valued. I was competent. She was magnetic. The fellowship required a background check and reference verification before the final offer. During the waiting period, Maya was floating on air, already planning her move, talking about how this would change everything. And I sat there smiling, pretending to be happy, while jealousy corroded everything good in me. I created a burner email account. I spent hours crafting it to sound concerned but credible. I sent it to the fellowship director, claiming to be a former classmate who felt morally obligated to report that Maya had plagiarized a major project during our junior year. I included just enough specific details, course name, professor, semester, to make it sound legitimate but vague enough that it couldn't be easily disproven. The fellowship offer was rescinded 3 days later pending investigation. Maya was devastated, confused, frantically trying to prove her innocence, but the damage was done. Even after the investigation cleared her, because of course it did, she'd never plagiarized anything, the fellowship had already given the position to someone else. They sent a formal apology, but the opportunity was gone. Maya never recovered from it. The accusation, even though false, followed her. Other companies saw the gap in her employment, asked questions, got weird answers. She bounced between mediocre jobs for years, never quite landing the career she'd been destined for. Meanwhile, I got a decent position, worked my way up steadily, built the stable life she should have had, and I never told her. I watched her struggle and blamed it on bad luck, a cruel system, her own lack of persistence, anything but the truth. I was the reason her dreams died, and I comforted her through the grief I'd caused. Now she's marrying a kind man who loves her, and she's finally happy in a job she doesn't hate. She's asked me to be her maid of honor, to stand beside her and give a speech about our unbreakable friendship. She wants me to talk about how we've supported each other through everything. Last week, during wedding planning, she brought up that fellowship out of nowhere. Sometimes I still wonder who sent that email, she said quietly. It had to be someone from our class who knew enough details to make it believable. I've spent 10 years wondering which person I trusted actually hated me. I said something about how it was probably just a misunderstanding, that she should let it go. But she looked at me with this haunted expression and said, "It's hard to let go of something that changed your entire life. That email didn't just cost me a job. It cost me my confidence. For years, I thought maybe I had plagiarized something and didn't remember, that maybe I actually was a fraud." I felt my stomach drop. I'd never considered the psychological damage, only the professional consequences.